wanted to come in and say, hey, want to show you what I'm doing today in my kitchen. Come on over here with me. I've got some leftover chili that Alan and I are going to have for lunch. Also, I just want to tell you, this video we're going to do is about black-eyed peas for New Year's Day. And these are dried black-eyed peas in a plastic bag on your shelf. So stay tuned and we're going to do that. But I just kind of want to give you a little sweep of the mess I've got behind me so you can see when I tell you guys this is a working kitchen, I really mean it is a working kitchen. I don't sit in here and drink coffee all the time like you guys might think. I'm either cleaning it up or I'm loading up a crock pot or I'm frying something, which you know, I'm down in the South, so we're gonna fry something, baby. We're gonna fry up some stuff. You know that's gonna happen. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing and what's going on in here. I was sick the whole month of December. I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not, but I had some good doctors help me out and knew what was probably wrong with me and helped me get over it. And I hadn't been sick in a year and a half, and I praise God for that, but I'm much better, and I thank him for that also today too. Okay, on with what I'm doing. Let me see if you can even see my stove over here. It's a mess, isn't it? The first thing I've got over here, I have got a pan of chili that Alan and I are having for lunch today, and I have a little teapot on the back. I have to add a little water to it. It's left over and it's kind of dry, so I add a little water, give it just a little water to kind of soften it up. This crock pot, this big crock pot here, had a ham bone left from Christmas, so soaked some pinto beans. They're in a bag like the dried peas. These are pinto beans, so I soaked those last night. This morning I put them in the crock pot with the big ham bone I had left from Christmas and all the little ham pieces, with 1 Vidalia onion, chicken broth, salt, pepper, and garlic in the crock pot, and this will be ready tonight for dinner. Also over here, I had a roast that I had bought on sale, and I thought, well, I think I'll cook this for some people that I know up the road if they want it. If they don't, just put it in the freezer. It's already cooked and save it for later. But roast, carrots, put carrots on the bottom, onions, potatoes, roast on the top. I put a packet of dry ranch dressing mix, salt and pepper, and garlic, and some Monterey steak seasoning on top of that in here cooking. So I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. But let's go over here now and let's sit at my kitchen table and we'll get our peas, our black-eyed peas started. Come on. Guys, I'm still putting stuff up from Christmas. I don't know if I'll ever get it all put up or not, but I'm trying to get it all up. What I want to show you today is what I do to make my peas. I have a large bowl, and I've got it almost full of cool water. Now, I just go up to the grocer, and I buy a bag of peas, black-eyed peas. It's a 1 pound bag. I think it's like $1.30. So it's very economical. And these are dried peas. Like I tell you, they have a great shelf life. The directions for cooking and all the information about the product is on the back of the bag. I take these bags and I keep several on hand in my pantry. We eat them all year. All the same, they're dried peas. They're basically, I want to tell you a little bit about the nutritional part of it. You know I got to talk about that. They have absolutely no fat in them. But I'm going to add some fat because I'll be putting Polish sausage in my pot of peas I'm going to make Hoppin' John. So I'm going to be adding some pork, of course, to make that. Now, they do have carbs. 1/4 of a cup of these peas has a lot of carbohydrates, 21 grams. But they also have, in 1/4 of a cup, they have 8 grams of protein. That's important to me at my age, to get some protein. 110 calories in 1/4 a cup. So, yes, they are high in carbohydrates. So, if you're on a low-carb diet, you know, If you can get 1/4 of a cup in there, you get a lot of protein. So what I'm gonna do now to get my cooking started on my peas is I'm gonna open my bag and I'm gonna put these in water. This is a 1-pound bag. I want to soak them so that, one, I can look at the peas and I can stir them up and look at them and see if there are any bad peas. A bad pea is a pea that's discolored or does not look good. It has a different color, some brown spots, holes in it, anything like that. And so I'm going to do 2 pounds of peas for our recipe today. So I'm going to start soaking. Come on in, Alan. Alan's been out working in the shop. Come on in and say hi. Come on over here and say hi.
He's pretty dirty.
He's pretty dirty. He's making a table. Come on over here. You'll have to scooch down to get in the camera behind me. Come on in. Say hi to the people.
Hi there.
He's making the most beautiful table, y'all.
Cold outside too.
And what is it right now, our temperature?
It's about 25.
Yeah, we've had some cold weather. I'm telling you, it came in, what, last night?
Yeah.
We had wind. We had some strong wind that brought it in. Anyway, back to the peas. I'm going to soak these peas all day. Now, you can do this before you go to work. You know, I don't work. I'm retired. But you can throw these peas in a bowl of water, put a little dishcloth on them, soak all day. If it's just you and another family member, just do 1 bag. But I always have some people come and eat, and I always share stuff, so I do 2 bags. It makes a lot of peas. It's very economical, like I said. Especially as high as groceries are, this is a way to go. Dried peas and beans. So, I'm going to bring you back when my peas have soaked, and we'll start in on getting this in our crock pot. It's going to be easy. We're going to put it in the crock pot, guys, and put all our ingredients in there and let it cook overnight. And when we wake up the next day, on a day off, on New Year's Day, if you're lucky enough to be off that day, or New Year's Eve, you've got your meal already on low in your crock pot, ready for everybody to line up and get a bowl. Now you can see that the peas have just a little water left in them. So now what I'll do, I've got my colander, and now I'll start draining the peas. So I'll take the bowl and I'll pour it in the colander. And what I'll do now is I'll take about half and I'll look at the peas. And I'll rinse them off, and I'll look at them and see if they look okay. I'll just kind of go through here, look for any peas that are not. Like I said, they have holes in them. Maybe they're discolored. We won't cook those. So just clean your peas really well and look at them. And this is a discolored one on one side, so get rid of that. Look for any stones or rocks or just any discoloration in the peas. Now once we get them all rinsed off and clean in our colander, we're going to take them over here and we're going to put them in our crock pot. I've got garlic and salt in the bottom. All right, boy, is that going to be a good pot of beans. Peas. Sorry, guys. All right, see how they're just kind of full now from the water. Get you some more good clean water. To put in your peas. I'll start off with warm water in my crock pot. We will be adding several different things to this pot of peas. All right, let's see if that's going to be enough water. I will also be adding, I've probably got about 3 cups of water on the bottom. I will finish this off with chicken broth. Hey guys, ball games are on today, so I am finishing up the peas. We put them in here. The dried peas are in here. Now I'm going to add a can of diced, it's rotel, just basically what I call rotel. These are diced tomatoes with green chilies. So that's going to go in our Hoppin' John. So I'm going to pour that in. This is going to be so good. And the next thing I'll do is I also will be adding, this is a 14-ounce container of kielbasa sausages, and I'm going to add 2 packs of these into peas. I'm not going to hold you up and let you watch me cut them up, but I'll bring you right back. I'll just keep on doing this. I'm cutting these up until I get both packages completely cut up. One for the kitty cat fell off. And then I'll just put them right into the peas in the crock pot. Now my crock pot is on low for 8 hours. And we'll give this a good stir while I get the other one ready to go in. Isn't this going to be delicious? Can you not already tell how good this is going to be? All right, let me get the other one cut up. Also, to our peas in our crock pot, we will be adding, which we added 2 cartons of chicken broth and filled rest up to the line with water. Now we'll be adding 1 medium chopped up sweet onion to our peas. We're going to let these cook on low for 8 hours. We've got our kielbasa sausage, our can of rotel. We will be adding, I added garlic and salt. We will be now adding some, and to this, Old Bay seasoning. I will be adding approximately about less than 1 teaspoon. I'll add less than 1 teaspoon. About that much less. I mean, this is a lot of peas. I may add maybe the full teaspoon. I'll add the full teaspoon to the peas. And I'm going to mix that up. And I'll also add a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just a half a teaspoon of this. Now, if you really like cayenne pepper, if you love it, you know, do it however you want to do it. I'm just ever so lightly a half. I did a half of a teaspoon. And just stir up all of your ingredients together. Just kind of give it a good stir. You can already see that our pot liquor in here is kind of turning a brown color, and that is so good with cornbread. Can you see that? All right, this is going to be good. You can make it as hot as you want to, as spicy as you want to. All right, we're almost ready just to let it cook. Then I'll bring you back. And see how easy that was? All right. got it on low for 8 hours. Now, of course, you know, if I'm going to have peas and I'm going to have cornbread and it's New Year's Day tomorrow, I'm getting prepared really well by making something else too, which I'm cooking a cabbage. I had a cabbage and a half. So I've got Polish kielbasa sausage on the bottom of this pot, and I've got it cooking kind of on a medium low. I've added salt. I haven't added any pepper. I always put a tablespoon of sugar in my cabbage when I cook it to cut down on the odor that the cabbage causes in the house. Also put a tablespoon of baking grease in my cabbage because that's the way I was taught to make it, and so that's just how I make it and how I season my cabbage. So this will cook until it's fork tender, and that usually takes about 40 to 50 minutes. I don't boil it really hard. I do it kind of gentle and soft so that all my little sections don't get torn up and torn apart. So that's cooking right now, really slow, in my old mother-in-law's pot that she gave me and Alan when we got married 50 plus years ago. So we're going to let my cabbage cook alongside of our pot of peas that we're cooking today. This crock pot is on low for 8 hours. And I'll take a peek. Let's take a peek. Oh my goodness, the smell alone. I can't wait. But you need to wait because peas are very hard, and you want to get them soft and you want to get them tender. So let's wait and let's come back when they're all done. Are you guys ready to come back when they're all done? I sure hope so. I wanted to wish y'all all a happy new year at the end of this video today on our peas and our pot of cabbage. I have a cabbage video already out. Just happy new year. Let it be a great year for you. And I know you think, well, I've done some things in the past that weren't so great, or you know, I'm just not sure what the new year's going to bring. But don't go into the new year worrying about what is going to come along. Just make it your best year ever. And I just had to say happy new year to you guys. Bye-bye. See you in the next video, guys, and I love y'all. Bye-bye.